Finally, 4 months in the making, we finally got the 50/50 Parenting Foundation launched today. Here we have the VESS giveaway car. I bought this as a pretty beat up old girl. Low Ks, that was the only thing it had going for it. Here I'm going through, I actually replaced the rear quarter on this. I'm going through and fixing all the dents, making this thing dead straight. I'll try and pump out as much as I can, and then we'll get the thing in primer. So the reason I started this foundation is the misuse of the family law system, guys. Like I was falsely accused of DV. A protection order notice was given. I appeared in court 7 days later, and I got ousted from my home. I was going to adjourn it. So this is why I'm doing it. I lost everything: my house, my daughter, all my access to my finances I earned in 20 years, and I was homeless for 3 years and 4 months. Here we are mixing up some primer. We're going to put about 3, 4, up to 5 coats on the side of this thing. It did have a fair amount of damage on the side, nothing that I couldn't repair. So the more coats of primer we put on gives us a lot more material to block down later on. We don't want to sand down through into the body filler again. We want it all sealed off. After that, we're going to use a guide coat and some masking tape. And as you see, after we finish all painting this, wish you'd hurry up. Come on, mate. Speed it up a bit, bud. Anyways, we lay down the masking tape, and I'll sand up into that edge on that masking tape. We'll get this thing, it's like the body lines crisp. We do the same with 500. We'd mask up with 500 up to the edge, which you can see here. The edges looking nice and clean. I will roll the edges with 800 wet right at the end, a final wet rub, just before the paint goes on. Also, we're going to put a set of lowered springs. Going to put a set of lowered springs in this, and we're going to paint the 22-inch walkies. Here we go. A bit of wheel silver, 2K, and clear over. We're going to put these bad boys on it. So when we do a full respray, I'll pretty much mask up and shoot the inside of the doors. Bit of masking in here, guys, but that's what you got to do. Boom, check it out. It's actually not too bad off the gun. I use a 1.3 nozzle with fairly high pressure, probably 40-45 PSI. This black GM goes on real well. Got a makeshift booth here. Did the job. So 2 to 3 coats of colour on base, and then we'll do 2 coats of clear. And she's come up pretty mint off the gun, eh? I was pretty happy with it. So back to the cause. I've got a petition linked to all this, so feel free to have a look at the petition. We're doing it because we're trying to stop the misuse of the family law system. So we've got a petition there. Sign that, guys. There's just fill your details in the enter to draw button. Dang, this paint come up good, didn't it? Well, I think it did. Back to the draw. Yeah, mate, we need to get as many followers as we can. This is becoming a bit of a problem in Australia. Every guy I speak to every second family member I've spoken to is pretty much, it's affected one part of their family member, whether it be the grandparents or the cousins or aunties or uncles of one half of the family tree. So it's actually a really big problem, and it causes mental health. Back to the paint. All right, check it out. I'm pretty chuffed, really. Check it out. The gloss on it, no fallout. So we end up doing a bit of up underneath, got it detailed all up, pulled everything out, Scotch brighted it, tie shined it, painted the brake calipers, new rotors, new pads, new front headlights from Gibbs Panel House, new badges. We didn't really spare any, expenses here. We went and did everything. As you can see, it's fully restored. Boom, check it out. So, like I said, guys, it's free entry. Just like and share. Just on one social, if you want, more chances, you can like and share and follow on the 4. TikTok, Facebook, Insta, YouTube. Also, we're going to be documenting the next car build. So I got a HZ wagon with a pretty tough 308. just a cruiser, and then we're going to be stepping it up. We're going to be using, I've got a 350 Chev for the HZ Ute, which is the one after that. So we've got a couple coming through, guys. Keep an eye out. I'm just going to start doing some posts now. We've got everything structured, set up. I hope you enjoy. Here's the man. Catch you later.